Previously on the Block NZ Villa Wars, some teams rose to the occasion.
The winners of Living Room Week. It's Brooke and Mitch. Sarah and Manan, your origami wins. There you go.
But Jamie and Hayden fell short.
You failed to insulate your ceiling. I'm going to have to do this.
And for the first time in Block history,
Kat and Jeremy, you win dinner wars.
strategic voting didn't pay dividends. Tonight, a new room.
I like it. Yeah, just getting a bit of a bulge on my bicep going.
No.
And a bold new brief.
The plan is to be completely different from everyone else.
I definitely think this could be a week for Jamie and Hayden.
Has the teams getting creative?
We're doing a secret.
This is going to be one hell of a week.
You're on The Rock, good morning, and the work continues on the blockhouses. They've been going for a while now. They must be feeling pretty tired after all those sleepless nights.
We could be the loaded gun.
It's day 31 on the Block NZ, and the block routine is becoming second nature for our teams. The villas are starting to look like homes, with a couple of bedrooms, a room to hang out and watch TV in, and a luxury bath to relax in. But there's still a long way to go until auction day. And after 4 big weeks, now is not the time to take their foot off the gas.
Started a new week and we're both getting colds.
I wake up Monday morning and I'm feeling pretty crap. I can feel the sickness coming on, bit of a man flu.
Man flu is like normal flu, but symptoms are felt much more severely by males, and it's often crippling.
Everyone's done this massive sprint for the last month or so, and I guess it starts to catch up after a while.
Wake up every morning, breakfast of champions, pop a Barocca.
You definitely don't want to get sick whilst doing the block, and it's pretty easy to.
No time to sit around and wait for toast to pop.
As soon as you get up in the morning, your tradies are there, everything is all go. You're needed for this, that, and the other thing. You just have to keep going.
No idea what room we're doing this week.
There's no time to wallow. They'll need to take a concrete pill and harden up. Because this week, I'm going to test them twice as hard.
Hello everyone, how are you doing?
Good.
Got some good news for you. At the end of this week, you will have completed half your villa renovation.
That's crazy.
Have you all learned something over the last 4 weeks?
Yes, definitely.
I'm hoping so. But let's cast our minds back to that first week and the mad scramble to get that guest bedroom completed. I mean, it all just came crumbling down, didn't it, in that first week?
Yep. We don't like to talk about it in-house too. What's week 1?
And then there was the intensity of the bathroom week. Jamie and Hayden, total non-complete, wasn't it?
Not total non-complete.
I thought it was a bathroom fortnight.
It was a bathroom week. Okay, so how does everyone feel about doing a bedroom and a bathroom in the 1 week? You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yeah.
Woohoo! It is master bedroom and ensuite week.
Oh my God. One bathroom was bad enough. One bedroom's bad enough. Smash them together, and all I can think of is this is going to be one hell of a week.
This week, you have to take everything you've learned and all the energy that you've invested and double it. Because this week is enormous.
This is a massive week. There are going to be so many tradies.
Carrying things upstairs and downstairs and back upstairs.
I'm pretty excited to get into this week.
But take heart in the knowledge that everything you pour into your room this week will pay dividends on auction night. Because an impressive and inspired master bedroom and ensuite will woo potential buyers. Now the brief. Contemporary, sleek, with loud, audacious elements. I don't mean you, Hayden.
Yeah, it feels like you just described him.
Just put you in a seat in the corner.
You don't come with a master bedroom, all right? You're out on
Jason
judging
would
day.
score me at 10.
I definitely think this could be a week for Jamie and Hayden. They're very bold with their design ideas.
Right, before you let your minds run away with you, think of your budgets, please. Let's be creative, but let's be smart. And don't forget that for the team that best fits the brief, there'll be $5,000 from our friends at AMP to go into your budget for your renovation. Not only that, our friends at AMP want to give someone else $2,000 this week. Do you know what you have to do to pocket that cash?
Score our competitors.
Bingo, Jamie. You've got to go back to the block now and score each other's living rooms. See if you agree with the judges and you think Brooke and Mitch's is the best. It'll be very interesting to see. Maybe you want to be charitable. Give someone else some money. Because God knows houses 1 and 2 could do with it. Way you go. Judging time.
With overspending rife in all the houses, that extra 2K could make all the difference. First up, it's Kat and Jeremy. The judges gave them a score of 14.5. Only 1.5 points off Brooke and Mitch's winning room.
I don't like the paint colour.
Don't like the paint colour?
No. I was surprised by the paint colour. For a lounge, that is a massive risk. A peachy coloured lounge.
Hey boys, get around and watch the rugby at my place. Not sitting in your peach room. Ah.
This is a really brave paint choice. It's really warm. I wouldn't have been able to pull off that paint colour. It was definitely an interesting choice.
It doesn't say wow to me. I'm a little bit disappointed in their room this week. I mean, they have amazing style, but this isn't my favourite room of theirs.
Jamie and Hayden were only 1 point behind Kat and Jeremy, with a score of 13.5. But will their competitors agree with the judges?
Oh, look at those LEDs. Now you're just showing off. Oh, my God. Whoa. No wonder they're over budget.
It's so, doesn't feel like we're in one of the block houses right now.
The black room looks like an entertainer's dream. I can imagine Hayden having the boys round and just sitting there right up underneath the TV and pulling the curtains and the black door and watch some sport on that thing.
I wouldn't do it so contrasted, maybe.
Yeah, but it's obviously the look in it.
Yeah.
Black carpet and black walls. It will be quite dark in there. It's sort of on the side of this house that's never going to get any light, so interesting.
I find it hard to really like a black room.
Sarah and Manan dropped back to last place in their living room, with a judge's score of only 11, and are desperate for a cash injection.
It feels almost like a useless room. There's just no flow between the two rooms, and yeah, I'm not a fan at all. Without being rude, I feel like it's like a waiting room at like a doctor's or something.
The paint job in places is a bit sketchy. And they've got a bit of paint.
All over their floor as well.
On their brand new floor.
Oh. It's underdressed and quite boring. They got 2 couches, 3 couches.
And a chair.
That would have been expensive.
Last week's living room winners, Brooke and Mitch, haven't been holding back with their critique, but will their rivals agree with the judges?
Oh, wow. This is so spacious. Oh, my God, that light. It's beautiful, eh? Oh, my goodness. What? That is actual stone. Is it? Yeah, touch. Oh, my God, it is too. It's not even tiles. That is actual holy.
Wow. Their budget's a bit bigger than ours, huh?
Definitely.
They do play it on the safe side, but it seems to work, I think, especially with Bernadette. So this is, what, a 1, 2, 3-seater?
Yeah.
And a 3-bedroom house. So someone's going to miss out on a seat.
I really love their floorboards. Oh, I want some.
Mate, it's just that it's another white room.
Yeah. I was probably thinking the same.
Having seen each other's living rooms, the teams now have to vote. So far, our block teams have been reasonably civil, But as the desperation for cash increases, will their true colours start to show?
You definitely can't complete this project without winning rooms or winning challenges.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You know, we're not necessarily here to make friends.
But just who will pocket the cash? They'll have to wait to find out. It's Monday morning on the Block NZ, the first day of what is going to be a massive week. But there's one upside to being asked to deliver these master bedrooms and en-suites. They're in the new additions upstairs, which means none of the physically demanding demo. But there are other ways to build up your biceps on the block.
Yeah, just getting a bit of a bulge on my bicep going.
No.
You're gonna do 4.
Yep.
And break the tank. Check this out.
Kat may not have the biggest biceps on the block, but they ain't doing half bad when it comes to winning rooms. They're tied even at the moment with Brooke and Mitch at 2 winning rooms each. Sarah and Manan, on the other hand, are yet to win a single room. But they have a secret weapon they plan to covertly work on in the coming weeks.
This is the door. What colours do you want the study? What study? We don't have a study. Shh. Nobody knows about the study. What colour do you want the secret? So we're going to be a 3-bedroom ensuite plus study. So this week we're doing a secret. Yeah, this week we'll be working on a bedroom wardrobe ensuite study.
So our plan for our master bedroom, we've got our queen-size bed up against the left wall. We will have a little reading nook on the right-hand side just as you walk through the door. We'll have an occasional chair and maybe a cosy rug or something. From the master bedroom, we'll have a cavity slider which brings us into the wardrobe. We will have a his and her side. As we walk into the ensuite, on the right-hand side, we will have our double basin running all the way across the wall, and then on the left-hand side, we've got a shower box. And to the far left corner, we've got our toilet, and slightly over, our towel rail.
The study is going to be going on an extension to our master bedroom. I don't know if the other teams have studies in their houses, but I'm not happy with that, so we're going to add one in. I feel like you can't have a graduate and a student on the block and not have a study area.
Brooke and Mitch have 2 consecutive wins under their belt, and they're aiming for a 3rd this week. And with Mitch a plumber and a winning bathroom to their name, they know they've got what it takes.
I'm just writing up a plan for this week. There's obviously quite a bit that's going to be going on. So I just want everyone to know exactly what's happening when. Feel really organised, like our tiles are already ordered, all our fixtures and fittings for our en-suites ordered. It's just making sure we get everything insulated and jibbed for first pre-line inspection.
Our vision for the master and the ensuite is flow with the rest of the house, a nice escape, relaxing.
Lots of natural light.
Yeah, really open, bright, but sort of calming. In some place where you want to rest your head, you know, and escape from the rest of the house. And then in the ensuite, it's definitely going to be the flow on from downstairs. We want them to match. It was also a winning combo downstairs, so we're not going to try and reinvent the wheel.
As you walk into the room to your right will be a queen bed with potentially 2 pendant lights on either side. At this stage, we're unsure of how we will bring Audacious into our master bedroom without being dodgy. So we're going to try and meet the brief in our own way. So, you know, loud and audacious probably isn't really us.
You got that right. I'm no interior designer, but I have seen a lot of block rooms, and I think you'll agree, they're more quiet and careful than loud and audacious. So maybe that levels the playing field a little. If I were a bookie, I'd be throwing the odds in favour of this team.
We want to do something really different and have like a black glass wall against the head of the bed.
Yeah.
The only tricky part is we want to put a recess into the wall, have black trim on the sides of the recess, and then a vinyl art on the back. The plan is to be completely different from everyone else every week.
Hayden's not holding back, despite a dwindling budget. He hopes Mike from Metric Glass can help him out with his grand vision.
So as you walk into our master bedroom, you're going to find the first complete black room that's ever been done on the block before.
All of the walls will be black with black carpet. The back wall where the bed is going to sit will be black glass with a recess with an art piece set into the recess. As you walk back out of the master bedroom, to the right-hand side, you'll walk through to the wardrobe.
You'll pass straight through the walk-in wardrobe and into our ensuite.
To the right-hand side, you will see a vanity and 2 basins. As you walk to the left, you'll see a toilet and a shower.
So we're going to utilise glass against the feature wall in the master bedroom, as well as taking up probably about 85% of the wall space in the bathroom ensuite. So the glass is toughened coloured glass, and it's pretty epic, so I'm looking forward to working with it. The only difficulty with the bathroom is I like black glass, but Mumsy wants a white glass.
Typically a smaller room, if it's all black, will make the room smaller.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe white would make it more spacious.
Cool. Just like any good relationship, there has to be compromise, and I'm a big fan of black, and I know Jamie is when it comes to men. But when it comes to black rooms, we need to give a little, get a little. White walls will make the space, which is already small, seem a little bit bigger. So I'm fine with that, and I'm sure the missus will be happy too.
By the end of this week, the teams will be halfway through their villa renovations. But with bills mounting, all 4 teams have long passed the halfway point with their cash budgets. Moving to villa number 3 in week 2 added to Kat and Jeremy's financial deficit. They've been working on their unfinished guest room and have plans underway for their own secret office space. But with their first week's budget allocation going to House 1's guest room, the only way to pay for extras is with challenge wins. And they haven't had any of those for a couple of weeks. And the financial pressure is starting to bite back.
We haven't been paid.
Yeah, I got to talk to you about that. We are poor, pretty much. We want to pay you, trust us.
The problem you're going to have, though, is that we're going to obviously discuss it with the plumber, Sparky's, Tyler's, everyone else, because if they're not going to be paid, or if they hear that people aren't getting paid, no one's going to show up.
We've hit a bit of a financial blimp this week. His entire building bill last week outweighs our entire budget for last week.
We need to come up with an arrangement or something.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to have to go.
We definitely weren't expecting the ultimatum from Ben. It kind of shook us a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have a talk and trying to figure out our budget for this week and just, see what we can figure out.
It's also the budget going ahead, though. We've got 6 more weeks, and if we're going to have the same problem every Monday, then I'm going to stop coming in on Monday mornings.
I don't doubt him for a second when he says he's going to walk off. I believe that he would.
Whether, no offence, you pull finger and do more, that's the only way you're going to save money.
We are working on 2 rooms at the same time, so it is double the cost because playing catch-up, and we need to find the time and the money to build that other room.
End of the day, they won't make the room this week if the tradies aren't here. And we're just one tradie. If the electrician gets wind of it, or the plumber, they're just going to walk away too.
What are we going to do?
With no demo this week, the teams have made a head start on the insulation and they'll need it. With 2 rooms to deliver, this week is a monster. And if they're going to present finished rooms, they need to take everything they've learnt so far and put it into practice.
We're just excited that we get to do this during the day.
Villa number 1 have high hopes of winning over the judges by going where no block team has ever gone before, and pushing their black and white urban street theme to the limit with their all-black master bedroom. With the loud and audacious brief, this should be Hayden's week. So he's firmly focused on design and scheduling, while Jamie takes care of everything else.
Lots to do today. Not an easy Monday. So today we've got a million things to do. We've got to call a few hundred people, and we've got to also insulate the whole of the upstairs. We're just insulating on the roof. Better get it all done today. It's just a lot of work.
Last time during bathroom week, we learned that bathrooms are a pain in the ass. And there's just so many tradies and so many moving parts. So we're going to be watching our timings and our tradies like sticklers this week, and hopefully it all runs like clockwork. I'm just going to get the tiles sorted first.
Okay.
I'm going to get tiles sorted first.
Yep.
And then I'm going to get on to the artists.
I'll leave you with that list.
I can't hear.
He's just a bit stressed out. He's got lots and lots of people to call. When Hayden's stressed, I just kind of try and stay out of his way, because I know that that's what he'll want.
The master bedrooms and en-suites are upstairs in all 4 of the houses. A new addition to the villas will make use of the roof cavity. The advantage of the new space is no demo, but it's not all a bed of roses.
Some of the challenges with the master bedroom and the ensuite is the roof pitch. Obviously it's sort of angled like that, so you've got to work out how best to utilise the space and make sure you don't bang your head on the roof in those spaces. Where are the pendants going to go, Brooke? Because they're going to be real short pendants. We had a couple of pendant lights in mind and they were going to go next to the bed, but then we sort of didn't really think about the fact of the roof pitch, and you can't really have pendant lights if the roof's really low. So we're sort of rethinking those, and it's going to be another room that you're going to be really careful not to overstyle. Seeing this is quite low here. We're thinking about coming out off here about 400 to give you that extra head height, and then building a wall that way and a wall this way with the bed going recessed inside it.
I love it.
And then what we could do on each side of the bed is do the little recesses with maybe a downlight and stuff in it, and that can actually be your sort of bed task lighting or whatever you want to call it. So no bedside tables, but just little recesses.
It's
at
so
the right
much
height.
better. I like it.
Right.
2 rooms in uncharted upstairs territory means time management and working as a team are more important now than ever. But Sarah and Manan are still dealing with their day one dilemma: hiring tradies.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. All right. Bye. Okay, lots of people saying that they'll give calls back. So today we're reaching out to pretty much every single tiler in Auckland City, and hopefully someone's going to get back to us and say that they can tile, because we need tiles in our bathroom, and we need tilers to do that. I've got a potential tiler on the phone, and he asks on Wednesday morning, is it going to be ready for him to tile inside the shower? Like, is it going to be sloped already?
Yep.
Yes, it will be.
I think it's easier for us to work together better now that we've worked together for a few weeks, and we've also kind of worked out how it works on the block. You know, we need what we need and when we need it.
So the way that we've planned it out is that we're going to have our underfloor heating guys come in probably like 4 or 5 tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon, and just lay their stuff down so we can have overnight to let it dry, and then we can hopefully bang out the rest of the room for the rest of the week. Did you want to pop down to site today and have a look at what you're dealing with? Are you available today?
Oh man, I'm so sick of finding tradies. I'm so sick of calling tradies. There are no tradies available in Auckland. Just so you know, don't try looking for them because they don't exist.
There is a guy that's going to come in around noon to check it out.
But with tradies heading to the endangered species list, it's more important than ever to keep them happy. Unfortunately though, Kat and Jeremy haven't been able to come to an agreement with Ben. They simply can't afford to keep him on full time at the rate he's asking.
I'm off. Yeah. A couple of days off, and hopefully we can come to some sort of arrangement with the finances for last week and go from there. Yep.
Ben is a huge part of our team. He is kind of the backbone to what we're doing, really. Me and Jeremy don't know how things operate on building sites, especially under so much time pressure. So, yeah, he's an integral part of our team.
Despite the outcome today, I'm still going to leave you 3 of the builders. So you'll still be good to go, as long as we just keep onto that whiteboard that Kat drew up this morning.
I'll give you a hold. I'll be in contact with you anyway over the next couple of days.
Sweet as.
Sweet. Thanks, bro.
All the tradies will be paid. But Kat and Jeremy's bank account has taken an unexpected hammering, and they need to pull back. Ben walking off is a massive blow for Kat and Jeremy. Their competitors see them as a threat. But have they been too ambitious?
Oh, God. Stressful.
We've had a pretty good journey so far. Maybe we'd like to have another couple of wins. But yeah, because we haven't, we're in a situation where we haven't been before.
So obviously, like, we want to pay our tracks, but the budget seriously doesn't. Yeah, as smart as you try to be about your budget, you know, you have to take risks. At the end of the day, it's the dressings and the nice things that you put in the room that wins you the rooms. If you can't do that or have no money for that, then you don't really have a hope of winning. So.
With 2 consecutive room wins under their belt and their conservative approach to styling, Brooke and Mitch are in a more privileged financial position than their neighbours.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
We're first in line for waterproofing tomorrow, so he said just get our jib up in there. And he's coming to us first, because we're the only one that's paid, so. I definitely know House 1 and 2 are struggling with bills, but in all honesty, I think everyone's struggling. We're probably looking the best. We've paid what we need to pay, and we literally can't afford to style it how we would want to. But it's more important to pay your tradies. Oh, Pete, I just paid you.
Oh, thanks.
Don't go anywhere.
That other fella, being valuable with it.
Ben, yeah. I don't think he might have left. I think he might have left his boys here, hopefully, so they can carry on, but I didn't realise that. I thought maybe House 1 and 2 were struggling paying the bills, but I didn't realise House 3 was. We're surprised, I guess, to find out that Kat and Jeremy might be having money issues. I mean, they run the first 2 weeks. They get prize money from that. They won the plumbing challenge. Yeah, things like that. It's a bit of a shock, I guess.
But if villa number 3 have it bad, Sarah and Manan have it worse, with their only win a game-changing -1. They need to tighten their till belts if they're going to avoid ending up in the same position as Kat and Jeremy. And after using the most expensive tiles on the block ever in their bathroom...
My tiles are $109 a tile, and they're made of stone.
Budget is dictating their design decisions this week.
Hey, good. I'm Manan.
Rod, nice to meet you.
Hey, no, it's really good to see you. I really need to repick my bathroom tiles. Preferably a white marble.
Our feature in our ensuite is definitely the marble tiles, and we're going to be keeping the same theme from our downstairs bathroom, running it right through into the ensuite.
But contrasted, so rather than black tiles, we're going to have white tiles, just to make the room look a little bit more bright and airy.
You've been working with the marble floor collection?
Yes, we've been using this one in our main bathroom, but it's much too expensive.
So a good option would be the Absolute Carrara. With the Absolute Carrara, it's like half of the price.
Is this the only kind of cheaper white marble option that you have?
If you want to go for the more stronger pattern, yes.
It's really difficult making a decision because obviously we want the same kind of look, but we can't pay the price.
Are they okay?
I think they're definitely not as nice as the other ones, but I think budget-wise, this is the way to go.
Hey, someone's calling me. I'll give you a call back in 1 second.
No, it's too late. No, it's too late. We have to make a decision now.
Make a decision then.
All right, well, if I make a decision and you don't like it...
They've called me 30 times now, so I've been talking on the phone with you.
Yeah, but Sarah, this is the last time. No, Sarah, we have to pick right now. I'm already late. No, Sarah, we're already late.
Okay.
If I choose this, you can't be angry at me for having bad tiles.
Wait a minute, now I'm not talking about... This person just called me. It's stressing me out, okay?
The pressure to make decisions with limited funds has the sisters at each other's throats again. Jamie and Hayden are the most over budget of all the teams, and if they've got any hope of delivering a completed villa on auction day, they need to take control of their spending.
So we're about 30k over budget, and we're getting hammered from that. What are we going to do?
I reckon we just have to go through what we're planning and just see what's expendable and just cross them off the list.
It's really worrying being in debt, especially by that much, because, you know, we haven't even done half our house yet. So we need to make sure that we do everything that we can to crawl out of that big debt hole. I just don't want it to get to the point where our builders walk out on us, because it's the last thing we need.
I'll beg on my knees, do whatever I have to do to make a mistake. Please.
Yeah, you're going to kiss their toes too?
I'd rather not if he's been in his boots all day, but if it's first thing in the morning.
Our tradie hours are blowing our budget at the moment. We get invoices and bills in, and you know, the hours are just phenomenal.
We have to win, and then we'll be in control.
And here's their chance to get back in the black. Hayden's going to have to push through that man flu. It's challenge time. Hi, teams.
Hi.
A great master bedroom is one of the highlights of every home. But luxury is not easy to achieve on a budget, is it? But the good news is there are some creative ways to bring bedrooms to life, and that's exactly what today's Hire Freeze Frame Challenge is all about. So a frieze is a long stretch of sculpted or painted decoration.
Huh? I've got no clue what she's talking about.
You like this, and then you're like, freeze frame. And you're going to stay like that until they play the music again.
Today we're going to adapt the traditional frieze into a wooden frame. And behind me are some beautiful Hire appliances which have been carefully designed for everyday living. Inside each appliance is an everyday item. You'll each have to incorporate this item into your frame, and you'll have 2 hours to complete this challenge. The prize is $5,000 worth of Hire help, which you can claim in any way you like except for cash, so it could be free tradie hours or it could be shopping items.
Yeah, we really want to win this prize. I mean, everyone's feeling the pinch, some more than others. We've been lucky to win a lot of challenges, but this is a game and every bit helps.
We need this budget more than... We need this money more than you guys.
I know,
You don't need $5,000.
We all need $5,000.
No.
We are way over budget, and $5,000 of Hire help would be so helpful. It's a really significant prize, and we need to win it.
I've set the team an arty challenge and the chance for the winning team to get on top of some of those unpaid tradie bills. They need to create a freeze frame using an everyday item. Can one member from each team come up and select a block of wood? Walk over to the appliance mentioned on your block of wood and pull out the item inside.
So inside the clothes dryer is mosaic glass. You can easily get creative with that.
I walk up to the fridge and find bits of wood in there. I'm rather disappointed. We deal with wood every single day.
That's real cool. I open up the washing machine and I just pick out some of the clothes.
Pretty happy that we pulled out copper because you can do some cool stuff with that.
Teams, you have 2 hours to create your modern masterpieces. Your time starts now.
Should we try and measure how long that is and divide it by? The idea is just to break up the copper and just create a simple pattern.
We're going to try and cover the whole canvas with these broken pieces of glass, so like maybe in the shape of a love heart.
The teams can also use whatever arts and crafts items are lying around the warehouse.
I think a bigger shape's going to be easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our initial concept and idea is to cut up the Rimu into different shapes and sizes and place them onto the blank canvas with some colour underneath it so that the colour pops through.
I'm going to start our mosaic. There's quite a few pieces, so I want to get down as many pieces as possible. Otherwise, it'll be a race to the end and we won't be able to pay close attention to detail.
Aren't I meant to be painting down there?
No, because if I told you before, I want to get started on the mosaic, so don't worry about painting here, but we need to get paint on the rest as soon as possible.
We could really use this to pay off week 3's building costs. We haven't paid that yet, and we're into week 5. Well, are we only using 3 colours then?
Paint here, James.
I start drawing out our frame. The idea is just to cut out just enough so that the fabric will reach either side so that we can get some light behind our painting to show off the different textures and layers. Like, should I just start stapling them at random, or do we want to actually have a nice gradient? I don't know, but Sarah, I don't think you're thinking out... Stop saying I don't know. No, I don't think you're thinking out the fabric. When you pull it, it's going to roll. It is rolling. I know. And it's going to disappear to nothing. Winning this challenge would mean a lot to us. We are way over budget, and $5,000 would be very significant for us.
Everyone can use the simple wooden board I've given them however they like.
Cutting it down didn't all stay together. A lot of them just all split apart. So we're going to have to rethink it a little bit. Same concept, but just doing it in clusters.
This is the first look.
that okay? Yep, that's fine. We just have to roll with it. What do you want me to do with this?
Hey, man, don't be like you just want to roll with it. Like
No. Well, we have no time. We have to do.
Yeah, I know. But let's be happy about it.
I'm really confused as to what you're trying to do.
Literally, cut the strips, staple it on the back, make a texture, make some layers. That's it.
With a prize as valuable as winning a room reveal, the pressure to win this challenge is massive.
4, 5.
So they're going to have enough impact, like just being really thin skinnies. Our only worry is that we're playing it a bit safe, but sometimes simple's awesome, you know?
Sometimes less is more.
Yeah. How long do you reckon we've got, Kat?
I think we've got just over an hour.
That's right, Kat. You've got 1 hour to go before your artwork must be completely finished. At this stage, most of the frames still have a long way to go.
What do you think?
I don't know.
So then Manan and I turn the frame around so we can admire our handiwork from the front.
Yeah, cool. All right, if you do it flush, it helps it.
Oh. We stapled it on the wrong side of the art piece. Yeah, stapling on this side was definitely not a part of the plans.
But the girls aren't the only ones struggling this early in the game. Hayden is still under the weather and everything is feeling like an uphill battle.
It's all just turning stupid. We've got full time and a lot of work to do, just like being on the block.
Unlike the other teams, Kat and Jeremy are relying on their patience as their simple piece becomes more fiddly.
Spider-Man must have massive issues with this. I don't know how he copes. The hardest part is getting all the spider webs off there. They're just everywhere.
It's probably the first and last mosaic we both ever want to make.
This isn't quite how we imagined it in our heads, I don't think.
With such a valuable prize at stake, Hayden is under huge pressure to win.
Stupid.
Hayden doesn't really like the art piece that we put together. It's not what he had imagined.
I think we need to take these off. I'm not
Just going to take them off because there's glue underneath them and they're stuck to the thing.
I just think just one.
Yeah, the time's really racing and we're sort of worried that we might not finish this.
1 minute, 30 seconds to go.
Looking good from the third side here?
Oh my god, these spider webs are just relentless.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Still in the safe zone.
4, 3, 2, 1. Tools down. Yeah, good work. Wow.
Come here.
Well done.
Good job, babe. It's all good. We finished.
Yeah.
I think we worked pretty well together. Hayden's pretty stressed out.
Everyone is desperate to pay their tradies, but which team will walk away with the impressive prize? Teams, your Kiwi ingenuity got you there in the end, and we have 4 beautiful artworks. And to help me out, I'm very excited about our guest judge today. He is a product and furniture designer, and I'd like you to welcome Christopher Metcalf. Starting with Kat and Jeremy's copper wire masterpiece. Tell us what you think.
Well, yeah, I like it. It's simple, it's effective. There's a nice contrast between the copper and the black background. Given the time constraints you're under and the materials you have, I think you guys have done a great job.
Cheers.
Sarah and Manan had fabric as their everyday item.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like a rags to riches kind of thing, isn't it? I think you've done quite well with the materials you've had. I like the tones you've used. But yeah, I think you girls have done a great job.
Thank you. Now, Brooke and Mitch, you were handed a hefty bag of glass mosaic.
Yeah, Brooke's kind of got a thing for love arts, and when we were thinking of mosaic, I was like, oh, we might as well just do love arts, and then that sort of perked her up a bit.
Yeah, it's different.
I'm so unhappy with our performance. That looked like a 4-year-old had done it.
So Jamie and Hayden got Remu offcuts to work with. Oh.
I'd probably want to wait for the glue to dry before you hang it above the headboard, but it's quite an effective piece, isn't it?
I'm just hoping that what we've done is enough to get us the $5,000.
It's time to make a decision though. Who's your number one? For the last 2 hours, the teams have been frantically trying to create a freeze frame or stretch of artwork to be put on a wooden frame. They've all finished, but only one of them will win the much-needed $5,000 of hire help to go towards shopping or tradies. Who's your number one?
I think the wire's done it for me, so.
Kat and Jeremy, congratulations.
It's as good as winning a room reveal. It's massive.
Yeah, it's really big.
How are you going to utilise that prize?
Yeah, we've got a few bills outstanding, and I know our tradies will appreciate being paid what we owe them. Yeah, it's a huge relief. It was one of those days where we kind of were struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys have won lots more than us. You're struggling?
Have some sympathy for House 1 and 2.
We've got a lot of debt to pay off, and even though that they might be struggling for money, I think we're far deeper in a hole than they are.
Right, get back to work, guys.
A challenge win for Kat and Jeremy is just the boost they need right now.
I was just not happy this morning, but now it's like we just won a room reveal. So we have some good news.
We just won $5,000 worth of labour.
Awesome.
We won higher.
Well, not higher labour. It means that we can pay you with this money that we won tonight.
Wicked.
You make that same amount of prize money in a few hours at the Challenge Warehouse as opposed to a whole week slogging it out.
And with money to pay their outstanding bills, they can forge ahead with planning for this week's rooms.
So the wardrobe's here, hers and hers on either side like that.
Yeah, it's huge, eh?
It's huge.
I didn't realise how big it was.
We are very aware that this is probably the most important bedroom of the house. Our approach to designing this space and styling it correctly is just to use really nice soft colours and furnishings so it is ready to just move in and live in.
This week for our master and ensuite, you're going to walk through the door and there will be a little landing before you enter the room. Right in front of you will be our queen bed. There's going to be some custom-made shelves in there, and to the right there will be a very, very large walk-in wardrobe. For our ensuite, you will walk in and you will see some more oak shelving. To the left you'll see our custom-made vanity with double-headed shower and a toilet to the right.
Brooke and Mitch are definitely our competition at the moment. I definitely think we can get back to winning. We just got to try please those judges somehow.
Kat and Jeremy may have won a reprieve for now, but with two big rooms to deliver, they're going to need to keep winning if they're going to avoid being in the same situation again next week.
It's just before midnight and I've got heaps of insulating to do. Hayden's not very well at the moment. He's got the man flu.
It's auto-focused on the dust. Okay, I can't make it stop. Oh, actually wiping the dust off it helped. Still a long way to go.
It's Tuesday morning on the Block NZ, the second day of Master Bedroom and Ensuite Week. The teams have all judged each other's rooms, and with everyone overspent on their budgets, the extra $2,000 could be just the competitive edge they need to overthrow the opposition. But will desperation drive our teams to dirty tactics?
G'day everyone.
Hi.
Who wants a $2,000 cash injection from our mates at AMP?
Everyone. We all do.
So I sent you back to the block and I asked you all to judge your own living rooms, and I have the results here. We're going to start with House 1, Jamie and Hayden. Your fellow contestants scored you a 7, and a 6 for a total of 20. That's strong.
I'd have to say Jamie and Hayden and Brooke and Mitch are definitely the biggest threat.
We get pretty consistent scores with what we think we deserve.
House 2, Sarah and Manan. The other team scored you a 5, a 6, and a 5 for a total of 16. You remain poor.
Yep.
House 3, Kat and Jeremy. A 7, a 7, a triple 7 for 21.
$2,000 will come in handy. How could it not come in handy?
Brooke and Mitch, yours was the house that the judges thought had the best living room last week. Do you think that your contestants are going to give you an extra $2,000?
I really don't know. I mean, you know, everyone's taste is different, so...
You know what? Your fellow blockmates are way too nice.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks very much. It means more than the judges' money, you know.
It actually does. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Combined with the 5K win from the judges.
It's a $7,000 AMP bonanza for you guys.
Cheers, AMP.
You definitely can't complete this project without winning rooms or winning challenges. I mean, we're fortunate enough at the moment. We've won a bit.
What are the rest of you thinking? Can I remind you right now, it is a competition. You are competing for first prize. First prize makes a lot of money. Fourth, history has proven doesn't. Head back to the block now. You've got master bedroom and en-suites to do. Let's lift our game this week. See you later.
We realise that this is a competition. We're approaching the halfway point, and that's where my tactical cap will start to come out.
If people want to score us strategically, then that's cool. They can do that, but we're not going to play that game.
I mean, if you want to make yourself enemies and make your life harder on the block, then by all means go ahead and do it.
I don't think our strategy will change when scoring other teams unless something really dramatic happens. Then we'll adapt.
They may be playing nice for now, but I'll let you in on a little secret. Something dramatic does happen.
You scored an 8, a 6, and a 0.
Tomorrow at 7:30.
I love the short shorts, mate.
I'll take you these short shorts here.
Sexy struts.
John!
Plumbing problems.
A leak to a plumber's like a zit to everyone else.
A couple of comedians.
Hi, guys. Good to see you, mate. You escaped from the home.
And a challenge.
Don't, please, I'm serious.
That's more than a little challenging.
Minute, it's not about the long-term function, it's the block. We've got 2 hours.